The most important part for me is to be able to show people that you can create your own wealth out of nothing, as long as you know the right questions to ask and the right places to look. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is TheCrissyMack, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I know y'all are used to me doing like hair reviews or how to with coloring hair and stuff like that, but today I wanted to take off my influencer hat and put on my CEO hat and introduce my business to you all and talk this new series I'm about to start on my channel. So I started a hair company. I am the owner, founder, CEO of Diamond Hair Luxury Extensions. That feels crazy to say, like, that I have a business. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. It's an amazing feeling. I wanted to come talk to you guys about the business and how I got started. I do own and operate my own hair company. I package my hair. I send my hair. I market my hair. I do everything in-house, and it's been such a journey that I was like, let me share my experience with someone else who may be thinking about or going through the same thing, and maybe they can either learn from some of the good things I did or learn from some of the bad things I did. I feel like it's important for me to share my story because I am still a very new company. People who are in the very early stages can relate to me more so than some huge CEO who has all of this, you know, this huge following and money and stuff like that to be able to support their company. Whereas I feel like someone small like myself, like we can help each other here. Totally off topic, but if you're a YouTuber, if you have a business, if you have a mixtape, I don't care what it is, always share it down in my comments. Support each other. It doesn't work if we're all not supporting each other. I'm sorry. Like, YouTubers watch YouTube videos, artists listen to music. It's a continuous cycle. Definitely share your information down below in the comments. I never mind. Support each other. Support me. I'll support you. And that's just that on that. So I'm going to do a series, and I'm going to break it down into a bunch of short videos because everybody's not here for the same thing. Some of you may be interested in tax information, while others may be interested in marketing, while others may be interested in SEO, while others may be interested in vendors. So I'm just going to break everything down into the smallest videos that I can to make it very simple for you guys. As far as hair goes, my company offers a wide variety. As you can see, I do have my letters, Diamond Hair Luxury Extensions. But we do offer a wide variety of hair, your typical mimicked wave pattern, curl patterns that are not natural but are produced to mimic a certain type of texture, and then your more raw or virgin, depending on who you ask, and we'll talk about that later. Right now, this video is just to talk to you about the fact that I did start my business and why I did it. I started working on Diamond Hair Luxury Extensions back in 2016. It's been that long. I started off with trying to contact vendors on Alibaba, like even AliExpress. It was a journey. It was a journey. So I started off first with just eyelashes, and then between my love of hair and some encouragement from friends and family, I was like, let me just go ahead and do hair. The problem was a lot of things happened in that time. My mother passed away. I moved to the other side of the country. I started a new job and things like that. But most importantly, I was too afraid to pull the trigger. I didn't have a lot of money to invest in a hair company because I had a life. Like during that time, I had just had my fifth child, number 5 of our clan, of our blended clan. It was a lot, so we really didn't have money to just throw into a company and hope it worked. I just got to know vendors over time. Some that I thought I really knew well, I didn't. Some that I underestimated surprised the hell out of me, okay? Which is a good thing. It took a lot of time, and what I didn't want to do was to start my business, jump into it not knowing anything, and hoping for the best. You know what I mean? Well, I did a lot of research, which is something I definitely encourage you to do. I'm going to help some of you who don't even know where to start kind of steer you in the right direction. But at the end of the day, you're driving a boat. It's your boat to drive. It's your baby. You do what you want, but definitely you have to research. I don't care how you want to do it, what way you choose to do it. You're going to have to do research. Hair is something I have a passion for. I've been doing my own hair since middle school. Maybe it wasn't the greatest, but it was definitely the start to where I am now. I absolutely love hair, and it felt right doing that as a business. So I made some good decisions when it came to starting the business, but I also made some poor decisions. Some of the poor decisions I made was buying things that I really did not need. When I started my business, I thought I needed hair tag, bundle wrap, personalized packaging, embossing, foil, like this fancy website, all sorts of things that you really don't need if you have a product that speaks for itself. Allow your company time to grow. Don't look at Diamond Virgin Hair Company, Kendra's Boutique, My First Wig. Don't look at all these huge companies and say, that's who I have to compete with. They have marketing teams, creative directors, graphic designers. They have all these things that you don't. So they're appealing to a much broader audience. So it would be better for you to work with what you have and find that niche, find that specific customer that works for you and your business. And that was one of the mistakes that I made in the beginning. I was trying to sell to everybody. I was trying to appeal to everybody, whereas I didn't have the everybody bag, you know what I mean, to support my business. Don't worry about starting off small. Don't fault yourself for starting off small, because everybody had to start somewhere. Don't look at somebody's chapter 12 and compare your chapter 1 and be like, I'm never going to catch up. First of all, if you're trying to catch up to anybody else, you're in this for the wrong reasons. You need to be able to run your own race at your own pace, and I promise you it will work out with hard work, dedication, and consistency. Another mistake that I made that could be a mistake, could not, depend on how you look at it, is I took too long to take the leap. But when I finally did, I still was just like, okay, let me put a toe in the water. You'll never know how far you can go if you never push yourself to go beyond where you've always been, if that makes sense. You can't reach your fullest potential if you don't even take the leap. Like you be smart, obviously, be informed, but at some point you're gonna have to pull the trigger and just do it. If it's something you really want to do and it's something you are really interested in, then you have to take the leap. And I wasted a lot of time just, okay, well, what about this? Well, I don't know enough about this. Let me do more research on that. And while you do need to know a lot of things, like you don't expect yourself to know everything up front. Give yourself time to learn along the way. You know, listen to podcasts, read books, read articles from reputable sources, and then go. Just do it. And if it doesn't work, you know what? You're still alive and you try. But you'll never know if it works if you don't try. Another mistake I made was surrounding myself with people who cannot think beyond 2 feet in front of them. Oh my gosh. Some people are so afraid. Some people just, and it's not their fault, I don't fault them, but some people can't see into the distance. And if you're considering opening a business, if you're considering being an entrepreneur, you can see into the distance. You can visualize more than what you have because you want more. And that innate desire to want more is proof that this is what you're supposed to be doing. I allowed people to project their fears onto me, which is something I never should have done. I should have cut those people off right then and there. But you know, when you love people and you get so used to listening to them, and sometimes they give good advice, it's just kind of like, meh, no, don't even worry about those people. You don't have to stop being their friends or family or whatever the situation is. But when it comes to your business, that's you. You can have supportive people in your corner who are going to give you constructive, creative criticism. But those are like the people who are like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, why would you want to do that? Leave them where they at. So I did make some good decisions when it came to my business. And these aren't all the bad and all the good. A lot of it will come along in the series, but it's just a few things I want to highlight in the beginning. One of the good things I did was, which could be a bad thing if it doesn't work out for you, is I did everything myself. Now I know if anybody who has a very successful business is probably looking at me like, girl, that is terrible advice. Just hold your horses and follow along. I could not find a good graphic designer. I did my logo myself. It's terrible from a graphic design standpoint, but I was happy with it. I felt fulfilled and it worked for me. Because I couldn't find a good graphic designer, I pushed myself to learn a new software, Photoshop. Not new, but a software that I didn't know before, which was Photoshop. I couldn't find anybody to give me good tax advice for free, so it pushed me to learn about tax law. There were so many things that I needed help with that I couldn't find, and because of that I was forced to go out and learn it on my own. Am I telling you that you need to run your business solely by yourself and blah 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 blah? No, everybody needs help. I don't care if you're relying on someone through YouTube or someone down the street or a professional person like in that field. We all need help, but if you cannot get to the help, if it's not readily accessible, learn it for yourself. Because when you get people that come to you and try to bullshit you, you'll recognize it a mile away. Like now I have people reaching out to wanting to do X, Y, and Z for me, and I start asking them questions that they don't even know. And if you don't know more than me, how can you help me with my business? That was definitely one of the better decisions I made because it made me more well versed as a CEO. So as my company grows and I start to bring people on to help support my company, I know what they need to be doing. If you're working for me, I need to know your job inside and out. I'm sorry, because I need to know every aspect of my business because my name is on it. Okay. Another good decision I made was cutting out a lot of downtime that I spent on social media or just doing mindless stuff and turning that attention to something that can make me money. I love Instagram. I used to love hip hop and all that stuff. Video games. If you know me personally, you know I used to be a gamer. I say used to because I really try not to game anymore. I decided to just change the way I looked at the time that I had in the day. And I decided that if I am doing something that's not making me money, I probably don't need to be doing it. Outside of my family, just me, you know, clicking away on my phone, not doing anything, not learning anything, that was wasting a lot of time, especially when you monitor your time on your phone. It tells you how much time you're spending on apps. That's all time you could be investing into your business. When I'm driving to work, instead of listening to my ratchet music, I put on a podcast or an audio book, and I try to just feed the information into my mind that it needs to be able to produce productivity in my business. And I think that made a huge difference with me being able to make a lot better choices in the beginning than most people do when they start out, because they don't know what to expect. Like they don't have anybody telling them all of this information, or maybe they do and they're not listening, but that's neither here nor there. So this video is a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted to kind of give you the intro to the series. Everything else is going to be very straight to the point. This is what the video is about. Here's the information. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, that's going to be the extent of it. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Have you started a hair company? Are you starting another kind of company? Let me know down in the comments and some questions that you may have, because if I don't know, I can definitely try to get the information for you. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to dream big, love hard, make mistakes, have zero regrets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.